Hello, this is Cat's Diamond Painting. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've joined me here before. I am here today with a first look for Diamond Art Club for one of their Black Friday releases. I have 5 kits coming in the next few days, hopefully, which were all Black Friday releases and weren't in stock quite in time for me to show you them as a sneak peek. So I'm going to do my best to get all of those up as quickly as I possibly can to give you first looks, particularly for the ones that are still in stock. This one isn't. So this is Cosmic Garden by Becca Tindol, and this one did sell out on Black Friday. So if you haven't already bought this and you like what you see as I go through this video, you will need to sign up for notifications for a restock on this one, because this one was super popular. It is a square diamond kit, as you can see down here. And I mean, I talk about big and beastie paintings on this channel. This is 140.9 by 69.9 centimeters. So yeah, that's humongous. What can I say? I'm only about 150 centimeters tall. So yeah, it's going to be interesting trying to show this to you. Needless to say, I'm not going to be able to show you all of it in one camera angle, but I'll do my best to show you as much of it as possible. It is stunning. It's got so much detail though, it had to be a big one. But us Becca Tindol fans who love all the bright colours, I'm sure are going to really enjoy cracking on with this anyway. So on the side here, you can see that this kit has 91 colours, which includes 5 Aurora Borealis and 3 Fairy Dust diamonds, and it has got almost 160,000 diamonds in it. Wowzers. It's normally in the past, if I've had like a long one, it's maybe been a bit narrower, but this is as wide as most sort of big and beastie kits are, and just a whole lot of extra length as well. Yeah. I'm excited to have a look at this. I don't know about you. Right, let's slip this sleeve off and get into the kit. So, inside the box, you will find a pull-out tray. If I can pull it out, I'm expecting it to be a bit wedged with there being so many drills to fit in there. But there it is. And in the tray, we have all our goodies. So here is the diamond painting and drills. And oh my goodness, this is heavy. Then there's a toolkit, which I'll briefly take you through in a moment. And also this pouch of lots of useful information, which again, we will take a little look-see at in a minute. So first of all, let's quickly cover off these. I'm going to start with the toolkit. So I know a lot of you have seen these a million times before, but just in case you haven't, let me show you what is in here. So you have got a twist and pick applicator with wax and multi-placers. Excuse me, just picking a cat hair off my top. You've got wax refills, you've got a stackable tray with lid unstopper and some reusable baggies. So let me show you what all of that looks like. Whoops, got a bit stuck there. So here's your little roll of baggies. And then this is the twist and pick applicator pen. So you'll see it's got a thicker, more ergonomic feel compared to your sort of typical kit pens. It's got a 4-placer loaded on one end. And then on this end, if you take the lid off, you will see your twist and pick applicator end. This, as you may be able to tell, is already loaded with wax. That's what this sort of translucent substance is. And what you do very simply is you twist. And after a little bit of time, and this one is a bit stiff, they do vary, so you know, if not a lot seems to be happening, just keep going. Excuse me there with the focus. Thank you, camera, helpful as ever. But there we are, we've got there. So that wax has come out the end, and this is now ready for single placing. If you run out of wax, don't worry, we've got replacements in here. If you prefer a different kind of wax or even putty, you can put those in here as well. You just unscrew this the other way around and add what you want into this chamber, and then put it back in, and you're good to go. You pinch off the excess, and that would be ready to start placing with. And then here is the tray. As it said on the bag, these are stackable. So yeah, if you've got several of them, they will just sit neatly on top of each other. It's branded, it's got a nice depth to it, it's got a nice size to it. These are a really good freebie to have in a kit, I've got to be honest. The lid slides off like this. This one's a little stiff. Didn't want to come off that last bit. And then you have a stopper that comes out once the lid is off. Here is your wax refills. So that is the clear wax that you saw in the pen already. And that is Diamond Art Club's original pink wax, if you prefer that formula. And you've also got a 7 placer in case you prefer that for the end of your pen. Now let's take a look at this, because this has got all the useful information that you need in order to work on this kit. So you open it like so, and inside you have a treasure quest card that I'll explain in a moment. You've got your sticky labels, but also you have got lots of useful information just on the flaps inside this little pouch. So you've got tips and tricks at the top there. You've got step-by-step instructions for diamond painting. You've got how to use and refill the pen. You've got a link to Diamond Art Club's VIP Facebook group, which is a great resource. You know, people share pictures, people share updates. It might be the first place that you see news about new releases if people have shared in there. It's a fun place to be. And then you've got kit contents down here, and you have got save 20% off your first app purchase. Very important to know you never need to pay full price for Diamond Art Club. If you're watching this now, unfortunately, Black Friday has been and gone, so those biggest discounts of the year are no longer available, but you never need to pay the list price that you see on the website. You can always save money. And if you're not sure what I mean and you feel like you've used up all the one-time use codes, join the Facebook group and all will be revealed. If you've never purchased from Diamond Art Club before and you would like to use one of my affiliate codes, you are more than welcome. It's always appreciated, although please don't feel obligated. They're in the description box below. CAT20 would give you 20% off your first ever order, and CAT10 would give you $10 US off, or the equivalent in your local currency. This particular code here is a one-time use for the first time you make a purchase on Diamond Art Club's app. So just be a little strategic about how you use your first time use codes to get the most out of them. Here is the treasure quest card. Always hard to actually show these well in the camera. They're so pretty because they have this holographic shimmer to them. But yeah, it does make it a little harder to actually pick them up on screen. This is a bronze card. As you can see on the back, it says they're bronze. And there's kind of two purposes to these. One is just, it's a fun collectible. A lot of us in this hobby are massive collectors, to be honest. I love collecting these. I put them all in a special wallet I bought for them. And yeah, they're just a fun little bit that the nerd in me appreciates. But they have a more practical purpose as well. I mentioned that this was a bronze card. It could also have been a silver, gold or black card. Those are the 4 colours that cards come in. But the vast majority of the cards you receive are going to be bronze. They are much more common than the others. And then silver's less common, gold is less common again, black is the rarest. And the purpose of those cards is that you can use these to claim rewards. So you've got diamondartclub.com/redeem there, which is the website address that will tell you all of the in-depth information about how you can claim rewards. But basically it will tell you how many bronze, silver and gold or black cards you need to collect in order to claim a particular prize. So they might be things like really nice big gift cards. It may even be the top reward of a custom kit. And yeah, once you've got enough cards, you scratch off these panels. It will give you a code on each card. You'll enter them on the website and then you're good to go. And then here we have the sticky labels. So you've got individually cut stickers all on the outside. And there is the artwork. I just realized this hasn't actually, I guess because the dimensions are just all different. You've not got the full picture on the card. It's like a cropped version. But here is the full picture in all its magnificence. Yeah, what can I say? All those bright colours. And something that I really enjoy as well is the juxtaposition of bright colours against a dark background. So that's got all of the things I love in this kit. It's going to be a big project because it is huge. But yeah. It'll be a long-term project for me, particularly because there's a fair bit of repetition in it, so I probably wouldn't work on it the whole way through without feeling like I needed a break. But equally, all the bright colours are just going to make it really, really fun. Inside, you have got all of the individually cut sticky labels for your storage pots. I really appreciate companies that offer us these sticky labels. It just makes kitting up so much easier, particularly when you've got 91 colours. And then at the end here, we have got the 5 ABs and the 3 fairy dust listed. I'll show you those when we go through the drills in a little bit. Just in case you're new to this and you haven't come across those terms, AB stands for Aurora Borealis, and they have a glitzy coating. They're used for accents. And then fairy dust drills that you see there with the Z in front, they have a subtle glitter coating made with mica powder. So again, they're used for sort of accents, sort of texture. They're just another fun kind of special drill. And look at all these bright colours. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. I love Becca Tindol's work. I've got several in my stash and I really should work on one. I haven't actually worked on one yet, and I don't know why, because they are absolutely my cup of tea. Maybe because they're quite big often. I need to be in the zone to start a project like that. But this one is definitely going on my to-do list. Moving on, let's start looking at the diamond painting kit itself. So it comes in this branded dust cover bag, which I'm going to open like so, and then put carefully to one side, because I personally like to store my diamond paintings exactly as they came. So once I'm done looking at it, it's going to go back in there, and then I know it'll be kept nice and secure, ready for when I work on it. Okay, I think there might be, yeah, it's a twofer. There are 2 bags of drills, which does not surprise me, because yeah, there's so many. Look at that. So many drills. I think this must be the biggest kit I've got in my stash. I don't think I've got anything that tops 160,000 drills. Like, for context, the ones that I generally refer to as big and beastie, that are around the sort of 92 centimetre by 70 centimetre mark, they have usually about 110,000 drills. So it's quite an increase for this one. Wow. Beautiful colours. I'm going to go through these properly in a bit, but I always like to have a look at the actual diamond painting kit at this point. But yeah. It's so big. I've got to stop repeating myself. It's just making me laugh because it's so long compared to me. Okay, so I'm going to roll it back on itself like this to flatten it out, and then see how much of it I can manage to show you at any one time. I will pan over it in a little bit, and also put a picture on screen of the whole piece of art. But yeah, bear with me, because this one is strategically tricky. Okay, let me pull the camera out as far as I can. And yeah, here we go. Ooh, I'm seeing straight away a good mix of colour blocking and confetti. There are blocks of colour in it, which is reassuring, but there's quite a lot of confetti as well. So here is that first half, and if I can hopefully just bring that down, I can show you the sky, which is, I think, my favourite part of it. All those swirls of colour against the black background. I'm not actually sure. I'm just looking at the list, and yeah, there's not actually any 310 in this. There are no actual black drills. So I'm guessing we're going to have a lot of dark blues, possibly some dark browns and greys. But yeah, it's not actually pure black, which is often the case with these. You look at them and you think it's black, but actually when it's rendered, it's not quite true black. So yeah, that's that side. And then let's try and have a look at the other side. The stand that's got my light on it is getting in the way and making this tricky. But yeah, there's all of the bottom. And then there is the other part of the sky as well. Wow. What an absolute beauty. But yeah, bits like the sky have got a fair amount of small blocks of colour blocking. These sections as well. But then further down you do have quite a lot of greenery, which is, I would say, fairly confetti. You know, a bit of line blocking. And there's a bit more blocking. It's a good mixture. It is a good mixture. It's not pure confetti. It's certainly not pure blocking. And to be honest, for a project this size, you probably wouldn't want too much of either. It's good to have variety to help avoid burnout. Oh, these blues. Blue is my favourite colour, and I am an absolute sucker for these pale turquoisey blues. And I bet we're going to get some neon shades in this, or close to neon, at least as close as you can get in diamond drills. And I love bright neon shades. Wow. I already see as well there's going to be a lot of special drills, because I can see all the bits that look white in your viewfinder there. Those are all a white AB. So yeah, I reckon we're going to be going big with the special drills for this one. Okay, shall we start taking a look at those colours? The drill bags are labelled 2-1 and 2-2, so I'm going to do those in order. Let's start with this one. I have 3 strips of drills to look at in this bag. I'm going to whiz through these fairly quickly, but I know a lot of people do like to look at the drill trains and see them all. So I am going to go through all, 91 colours. So bear with me. If this isn't your cup of tea, feel free to skip ahead. The next thing I'm going to do after this is pan over the canvas to show you it as best as I can. So yeah, see you in a bit if you prefer to skip ahead. But for now, let's go through all these colours. So first off, I have 2 bags of 336, then 2 bags of 890, 2 bags of 991, 1 bag of 550, then we have got 4 bags of 939, a nice dark blue, 4 bags of 319, 917, 798, 3815, 311 and 3847. Then we have 2 bags of 3838, 823, 3765, 333, 553, there are 2 bags of that one, 3842, 2 bags of that, sorry, 603, 552, 3805 is another 2 bags, 3746, 2 bags, 796, 2 bags, 911, 824 and 826. Then the last strip for bag number 1 has 498, 3078, 3354, 3024, 3705, 898, 606. Oh, I think that counts as a neon, right? 963, 742, 3047, 740, 3747, 315, 469, 554, 517, 3743, 605, 746 and 562. Right, on to bag number 2. We've got all the special drills in this second bag. Right, this one I've put the wrong way. Here's the end. So there's 3847. My camera will just come into focus. Then I've got 3 bags of 3808. 2 bags of 995, and then here is the first special drill. Here is AB 996, a lovely big bag of this beautiful bright blue AB. Then you've got 3 bags of 797, 2 bags of 6012, 820, 3845, and 2 fat bags of AB 5200. I actually thought it might be more than that looking at the canvas, but I guess it's just used in outlining from what I saw so far. I'll try and figure out where special drills go later. And then we've got 3799 and then 3 bags of 3371, a very dark brown. 6010 kicks off the next strip, then 907, 334, 6021, Z3766 is our first fairy dust, and you can actually see quite well on that one the subtle glitter coating. It's always really variable depending on the colour how easily you can see it, but yeah, these are very pretty, one of my favourite kinds of drills. 3812, 794, 2 bags of 909, 3608, 1 bag of AB 3609, 827, 3843 is 2 bags. Z718 is another of our fairy dust drills. That one's super pretty. Z307, yet another. I think that was it, wasn't it? Wasn't there only 3 fairy dust drills? I can't remember now. Then there's 3834 and 938. And the last strip of drills has 913, 813, 210, 3848, 6002, 3849, 936, 6001, 891, 906, 164, 604, 780, 3810, 3807, AB741, 340, 341, AB211 and 3846. So that's all your drills. Actually, you can only see one bag there. I put the others on the floor in one particular pile so I can remember which went into which bag and, you know, make some sort of attempt at packing them away again in a moment. So yeah, just what you'd expect really for the artwork. Loads of really beautiful, vibrant colours. They're just going to be so much fun to work with. Right, okay, I'm going to try and pan over the canvas now as best as possible to show you what you're going to be working with. And then I'll try and figure out where some of these special drills go. Isn't it an absolute beauty? I'm getting really annoyed with the stand for my light not letting it flop over the side of the table. So yeah, I'm going to try and find out where the special drills go now. Bear in mind, I'm going to be missing some because there's just a lot of canvas to look through. But I'll do my best to give you at least the gist of where they go. So that lilac-y purple one is first up. I see a little bit of that there and down here in this sort of flower border. And actually all the parts that have that colour of flowers. I don't see any in that panel or this panel. There is a little bit down here though on the fountain. Oh, and actually outlining the fountain up there. and a little bit in that kind of portal thing. It's the fun thing with Becca Tindol's work. It's so kind of psychedelic and like out there and, you know, not of this world. It's quite fun trying to work out what things actually are. There is some in the tail of the peacock, which actually mirrors the other side. That was one of the blocks I pointed out. And then again, nothing that I see in there, but we do have more of those purple flowers along the bottom. And then next up, oh, I keep trying to get into this the wrong way. We have an orange AB, and that seems to be, yeah, there are small sections of that kind of wherever there's orange in the painting. So that is in the big windows. It is in smaller sections down at the bottom, and there are some patches of orange in the sky as well. Then the blue AB. This diamond shape. Where are you hiding? There is some of it here in the fountain. There is a little bit of that in there. I also see some in the sky, in the patches of blue up there. And again, a little bit in this. I wish I could work out what to call them. This arch, this portal. And there is this big patch down here that's got quite a lot of it, and probably similar the other side. Yeah, there is a bit over there because a lot is mirrored in this painting. Then the pink AB, that is also through here and here, just a small bit, but it's in there. There is also some of that in here and here, so I'm guessing, yeah, also here. And actually the top of the arches as well has quite a lot of that one, and a little bit here. And then the last of the ABs is the white, and as I pointed out before, you can see that scattered everywhere. It's outlining things wherever you see white. It's in the stars, in the sky. There are little dots of it down here in various places, like in the peacocks, in the fountain. So yeah, there's quite a lot of the white one spread around. And then the yellow fairy dust is, oh, that is quite heavily in these arches. And also I see various patches of that up in the sky, where you see yellow swirls in the sky. It's going to be that fairy dust, I believe. A little bit down here as well. And the same sort of thing mirrored over here. And then we have this fairy dust, which is, it doesn't quite look like it on here, but it's like a dark pink. That's a tick symbol. That is here in the pink bits of the base of the arch. And also on this one. And I do see some patches of that in the sky as well. And of course it's going to be mirrored over here. Yes, I do see some in that arch as well. And then lastly, the blue fairy dust. The pregnant stick, as a lot of people like to call that symbol. That is quite a lot of it is in here. It is also used quite heavily in the pale blue sections of the arches. I say that, I don't actually see it so much. No, there is a little bit of it I see over there, maybe not as much. No, I'm not seeing a huge amount of that one actually. I'm not sure if I just can't see it for looking. There's a bit here, so it is in some of the patches of blue in the sky. And there is some of it in this arch as well. So yeah, that's probably kind of the best I can do on spotting those. Suffice it to say, there are a lot of special drills, and I think you're going to find there is plenty of them through here. Although, of course, if special drills are really your jam and you want loads and loads and loads, you can always look into making your own alterations. To think about the word there. Okay, so there you go. That is Cosmic Garden, another absolute stunner by Becca Tindol. I know a lot of her pieces are just really, really, really big, and she's mentioned before that it's one of the things that sometimes prevents them being made into diamond art is the fact that they're just so big. It's a little tricky for them to be rendered. So I really appreciate the effort that the Diamond Art Club team has put into rendering this at what has needed to be a really large size, but just to bring this to life for fans of her artwork, and there's a lot of us. Oh, I hope you managed to grab this if you wanted it on Black Friday. It did sell out quite quickly at both releases, so yeah, hopefully you managed to get it, but do sign up for notifications if not, and hopefully it will restock at some point soon. Who can say? Thanks very much for watching, guys. Watch out for further first looks coming in the next few days. I'm planning to hopefully have another one up tomorrow and then maybe Friday as well. Yeah, I think a lot of us creators on the sneak peek team are going to be doing the same, because there were quite a few kits that were delayed for shipping this year. So do keep an eye out on all your favourite YouTube accounts for sneak peek / first looks coming soon. It's always nice to have a look at these and see the kit, even if you've already managed to snag it, I think, just to see it shown on someone else's table. What are you rabbiting on about, cat? Right, that is my cue to leave. So thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please consider dropping a like on it. And if you're not yet subscribed, I'd love to have you stick around, so please consider doing that too. And I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye bye.